and fit it in. My heart sank. When I'd first reached the rebel base at Shadowfell, I'd been weak. 3 years on the road, living rough, moving from one place of hiding to the next, had left me undernourished, sick, and slow to trust. When I was on the run, I had not understood why the king's men were pursuing me, only that my canny gift was more curse than blessing. Indeed, I had hardly known what that gift was. It had taken a long journey and many strange meetings before I'd learned that I was a caller, and that my gift might be key to ending King Keldec's rule. My first weeks at Shadowfell had been spent resting, eating what was set before me, and having occasional visits from my fey friends Sage and Redcap, who were lodged somewhere out on the mountain. I had not been invited to join strategic discussions, or to study the various maps and charts Regan kept in the chamber where he did his planning. Everyone at Shadowfell had daily work to do, but I had not been asked to do anything except recover my strength. Regan and his rebel band had treated me as they might a very special weapon. They had concentrated on returning me to top condition as swiftly as possible. Of recent days, I had insisted on helping Fingal in the infirmary, where I could make myself useful preparing salves and tinctures, rolling bandages, and performing additional routine tasks. That freed Shadowfell's healer for other work. Tali's tough winter training regime resulted in a steady stream of sprains, cuts, and bruises for her brother to tend to. And now, at last, I had been declared well enough to begin that training myself. For my canny gift, so valuable to the rebels, was not enough on its own. Regan would not allow me to work for the rebellion unless I had at least basic skills as a fighter. I would never be a warrior like Tali or Andra or the other women who shared the sleeping quarters. My years on the road had made me tough, but I was too small and slight to be much use in a fight. Still, I needed to be able to defend myself until someone could step in to help me. That was what Regan had said. "Good luck," muttered Sula, who had tied up her hair with practised speed and was heading for the door. "You'll be fine, Neryn," murmured Dervla as she passed me. Finnet thrust her feet into her boots and followed the others out, while I was still pulling on my skirt. Andra had been on night guard and had not yet come in. Despite our remote location, Shadowfell's entry was constantly patrolled. "You can't wear that." Tali's dark eyes were not hostile exactly, but they were not friendly either. Even now, when I had been at Shadowfell long enough to be accepted by everyone else, it was plain she still had reservations about me. "Hasn't Eva found you some trousers? Get them on, hurry up, and wear your boots, not those soft slippers, or you'll end up injuring your ankles." I made myself breathe calmly as I changed skirt for trousers. Eva, who along with Miller was in charge of domestic matters at Shadowfell, had indeed made me the required garment, since all the female fighters wore male attire for active duty. I should have thought of this. Tackling the ladder in a skirt would be impossible. I put on the boots. I plaited my hair. I wondered if Tali would let me go to the privy before we began. "That was much too slow," she said now. "If we were sleeping in the open and there was an ambush, you'd be dead before you could pick up your weapon at that rate. We can't afford any weak links." There were things I could have said about the numerous times Father and I had melted away into the woods when enforcers came near. I could have mentioned that we had managed 3 years on the run without being caught, until the terrible night when the Carl came to Darkwater, and my father perished. But I said nothing. Tali's job was to keep us all fit enough to fight on, to survive, to spread the message of freedom out across Alban. For now, my job was to learn. "Go to the privy," Tali said. "Then meet me at the ladder. We've got it to ourselves until breakfast is over."